Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I got a little bit further in Silk Song, and by a little bit, I mean I'm pretty much at the end game now. Hold on while I figure out what soundtrack we're doing today. Classic, alright. Now, I'm not going to dive into any Silk Song spoilers, because that would be just goddamn wrong. Anyone who's interested in the game should be able to do whatever they want to with it without having to worry about having the events of the game spoiled, because, and I don't think there's any spoiler here, the game is very narratively driven. And that's not to say that it's like light on gameplay or anything else. It's just a solid game. It's got a strong narrative, it's got strong gameplay. And I know that not everyone digs Metroidvania games, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But let's not harsh anyone's buzz who is into those types of games. We all have our thing. Alright, let's see what sort of run we get. Oh my god, are you serious? At this point, I just have to ask: is he always in number 3? Also, the game decided to just give me all wind. Huh? Okay. Well, I guess we're doing that then. So it's odd that it not only like that must be a design choice. Like it must, like if it gives you a Neve's item, it must give you all spells of that element. It does that. So maybe that's not right. If someone else happens to know more, either way, we upgrade that. Alright, this is a very interesting setup. But I'm not going to spend the entire run talking about Hollow Knight Silk Song. Again, I feel if you want to play it, just go out and play it. You don't need anyone's permission. Well, I say that, but I mean, if you're not of adult age and, you know, it's your parents command finances or whatever, maybe you do need their permission, but, I mean, how would I know any of that, honestly? I'm not here to dictate your life for you, I'm just saying, you know, if you're interested, just go play it. But for those of you that are interested in what sorts of things I've been seeing in the game, let's just say that first of all, the game is divided into 3 acts, so to speak. And the third one, woof, that shit got heavy. So I'm currently in the process of going through some of the game's Well, I say hardest content, but it's more like just the content at the end of the game. Because I'm not sure it's necessarily harder than anything else, it's just, you know, is. Yeah, we'll take the candy too. Alright, what is my current relic? Increases max health, decreases cooldowns. Okay, so the cooldowns, I think that's definitely worth having. Better cooldowns. Okay, so at this point I'm thinking we could definitely use a little bit more range. Definitely some more power. So if I could find Royal Flush, that would be particularly nice. Also, I am not a fan of this dash. So maybe that has more to do with the idea that I'm finding a preponderance of enemies that just don't care about it. But also a little bit more ranged control would definitely be nice. Okay, it's temporary, but I might as well grab it. Okay, also... Oh, hi. How are you, sir? Okay, actually, let's go ahead and give up the Ice Seekers now and see if we get any more wind-based stuff. You suck. But I will take this as just a temporary method, or measure, not method. Hey, coins! In the meantime, I would, while I'm, you know, building up this run and trying not to suck, I should ask what sorts of games have you guys been finding? Piggy bank. I believe I mentioned in my previous video that it was a recommendation that showed me the Katana game, and I had also brought up at the time that Acclaim had been brought back from the dead, and I had thought that Katana was the first game that they had published since their resurrection, but no, I guess not. I think there's one other game that's out right now that was released around a similar time, I think. More interestingly, they've got a few other games lined up. They don't all look amazing, but they look interesting. At least some of them do. I'm just amazed that Acclaim, you know, a publisher from the 90s and the early 2000s, has just been brought back from the dead. Like, I don't really know how to feel about that. Like, not all of the things that they published were great, but they were the original publishers of the Mortal Kombat series. They... like, I don't know how many people remember or care about Forsaken, but I thought that was really cool. It was my first experience with a 6 Degrees of Freedom game. Okay, so we take this, we take this. Explosions. I guess what I'm saying is it's really interesting to see that they're back, and I'm curious as to what sorts of things we can expect from Acclaim, or you know how long they're even going to last. Owie. No thanks. We're gonna try to activate that Neve's Quartz, whatever it will take. Which hopefully all it takes is visiting a few shops. Of course. Okay, I hate those things so much. Oh, hello. Then we'll come back for the helmet later. I'm probably also going to want the Chaotic Visor, just because I know it's going to improve the critical hit rate of my missile attacks. Oh. Hey, you could have told me I didn't have enough money. Alright, go south. Flip back around in a minute. Hey, got anything good for me? Not really. No, you don't really have anything I want. Alright, fine. Piss off. Alright, so now we can grab this. Grab Evading Zephyr. Alright, so what do you do? Movement speed and evade chance. Okay. Also, the idea that a lot of the elemental enemies, and when I say all and most, I mean all, like, they're all resisting all of my damage types. So the enemies are taking longer than usual to beat. Okay. And then, yes, we'll grab this. Also, I just noticed the singing bowl. Well, that's not going to help anything at all. Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to go back for the bowl. That was an autopilot move. Whoops. Okay. Okay, things are definitely ramping up. Okay, I want that. And yeah, admittedly I only have one cursed relic, but that extra 3% critical chance will definitely help with this. I'll probably want to go back for the token of health. Though, admittedly, now that I have the Curse Eater's mask, I kind of feel a little silly for not taking the Token of Doom. I'll just chalk that up to, you know, I didn't have clairvoyance, so how was I supposed to know? Well, honestly, the way that cursed relics work in this game, you should probably just take Token of Doom whenever it gets offered to you. I was looking at it as, okay, well, I want the opportunity to talk to the other vendors, see if I can get anything good from them, but I mean, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with that train of thought, it's just, you know. Ow. I'm really just saying that I feel silly for having passed it up now that I have the Curse Eater's Mask. But without the ability to read the future, how was I supposed to know? And who do you think I am, Miss Cleo? I mean, we can't all put on a really thick, like, fake Jamaican accent and make everyone believe that we can read the future, can we? Okay, I would like to upgrade Breaking Twister in my basic. Why is this such a difficult thing to understand? Okay, critical placebos are probably what we really need for this. Except for that's not what we got. So once again, Iris is just not going to help me get any Arcana upgrades aside from the one. Well, I guess we did also get Evading Zephyr upgraded, but the reason why I'm not switching that in is just because at the moment I want to maintain a higher level of offense, just because so much of what I have is. Like, honestly, I should put it in place of Erupting Cannonade. I'll do that in just a moment. There we go. Really? You're gonna upgrade that? Oh, no, never mind. It's a completely different dash. I mean, to be fair, they both suck, so. And to be fair, the idea that I only get Atlas at stage 3 means that I'm getting pretty good at fighting him and his mooks, but it would be nice if something different were to happen. And yes, I could spend the gems at the very beginning to fight it, to put him at spot number 1, so I would force someone else into spot number 3, but at this point I'm just kind of curious if it really is just that if you would just go random, the chance for him to be in spot number 3 is like enhanced somehow. Like, it doesn't make sense, but I've got nothing else. I'm also getting the idea that we're probably not going to... Oops. We're probably not going to get Neve's Quartz online if what I've been seeing from Iris's shop is any indicator. God, I can't even get a different basic or this one upgraded. Damn, not the poison. I don't think I have the damage necessary to break Taffy. Oh my god, no wonder I've been having so much trouble. Okay, so with the paintbrush I can get it done. Okay, it's not great, but it's... Oh, that wasn't smart. Either was that. I was trying to... Okay. I'm trying way too hard to make use of this evading Zephyr, and I'm just getting destroyed because of it. You know what? Yeah. I don't often get to make use of the prescription bottle, so fuck it. 536 damage, Jesus Christ. Okay, we need Wind Slash and Breaking Twister upgraded like yesterday. Wait, how did you take so much less damage than the others? I'm so confused. Well, that's not really useful. I don't need extra money. I'm so done with Atlas's stage. And for those of you who play a lot of Dead Cells, this is like going to the Derelict Distillery just every fucking run. Ugh, and of course, the poison makes it so I can't cast the spells that I want. Okay, well, there's the Royal Flush. That is actually a big help. Like, that'll actually boost our damage to the point where I don't think I am going to worry about that anymore. So the right thing to do at this point would be to go back and grab that relic that I'm not going to be using and sell it to Premier. Problem is that's going to take all day to do because they're on completely opposite sides of the map. That having been said, what I can do, open up the portal and then we can just kind of hop back and forth, you know, like smart people. So how does it feel carrying around a completely useless crystal? Feels about how I expected. A little silly. Dumb. Okay, well now it's not pointless. I just wish it did something more than movement speed and evade chance. More candy. It's amazing. How does this game know about my usual diet? Alright, evading Zephyr getting work done. Lame. Damn it, the spell must have run out. Oh, sad. Alright, that could have gone better. Wow, she really wants nothing to do with upgrading my basic. That is just so wrong. Also, you could have offered me Vortex Veil, like, way earlier. Okay. Nope. That's fine. And it's not fine. I'm a little upset about that. I'm also upset about it being Atlas again. No. Think not. Alright, not bad. Alright, so maybe we need to like send a tweet to the original C99 team and ask them, if you do random, is it always Atlas? Because this seems like it's happening way too often for it to be coincidence. How does the old saying goes? If it happens once, it's happenstance. If it happens twice, it's coincidence. If it happens 3 times, it's enemy action. Like I said, don't think it's a coincidence anymore. But yeah, that's what I've got for you today. So thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate you coming and spending your free time with me today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care.